वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा सरस्वति नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणि विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा क्षरसमाम्नाय कृष्णं व्याकरणं प्रोक्तं तस्मै पाणिनये नमः वाक्यकारं वररुचिं भाष्यकारं पतञ्जलिं पाणिनीं सूत्रकारं च प्रणतोऽस्मि मुनित्रयम् तथाविव सम्पृक्तौ वागर्थप्रतिपत्तये जगतः पितरौ वन्दे पार्वती परमेश्वरौ. Okay, now the eighth sentence. Niklesh, what is the eighth sentence? What is that? राजराज्ञौ प्रासादम् अत्यज्यताम्. अत्यज What is the meaning sentence overall? All right, good. In this sentence, what is the relevant words for this lesson? What is relevance? What is the vigraha? Raja Rajñau. Is Raja Rajñau, what is the identification? Correct. Raja Rajni. All right. So Raja Rajñau is Karta, Prathama Vibhakti Ekvachanam, Prasadam, Dvitiya Ekvachanam, palace. Atyajyatam. What is the identification? So it's a past tense. Atyajyatam means left. Iti atra, with regard to this avyaya, kaha prathama ekvachanam pratyayaha proof. So what is the proof regarding, iti atra we can translate regarding, but with regard to this fact, Raja Rajñau, king and queen, left the palace. Iti atra, with regard to this, what is the proof? Sometimes happens, no? King and queen have to live. Like in Afghanistan, they had to live. The president has to live. He said, I could not even wear my shoes. With slippers only he went. So that type of tyajyatam. Ka pratyayaha. What is the proof? That is the sentence. All right. So meaning, I hope it is clear. Raja Rajñau prasadam atyajyatam iti atra ka pratyayaha. All right. Next. Meaning clear? Anybody, any doubt? Okay. Next. Amma, what is Sumana. Next one. I think there should be Udyanani. It should be. Udyani is not the word. Udyanani. So it should be written like this. Viranam आगमने गृहमार्गोद्यानानि पत्रपुष्पमाल्या मालाभिः अलंकृतानि. So here printing mistake is there. Griha margodyanani. Okay. What is the meaning? Overall meaning? What? That's all. Garland. But you have written or not, Amma? Huh? You didn't write? Only garland you wrote. Okay. What is the meaning? On the return? Arrival. Leaf, flower and garland. Okay. Yes. Okay. So Viranam of the heroes Agamane on arrival of heroes Griha Margo Dhyanani houses in fact houses, roads and gardens Alankritani were decorated by or with patra, leaves, flower and garlands. This is the meaning. Alright. Here what is the relevance of this sentence? What is the vigraha? Will be what? No, vigraha you tell me. You have not completed vigraha. Okay, what is the vigraha? What is the vigraha? Patra Pushpa Mala. Correct. So it is better to take plural because or we have to understand jatyo ekvachanam. Patrani cha, pushpani cha, malaha cha, patra pushpa malaha. Then tabi. It should be patra pushpa malaha. All right. So by the leaves, flowers and garlands. Okay. What is the other relevant word? Malini? Please read again. Now corrected version did you read? Are you able to read? corrected. This what is given in the book is what is the relevance? Can you do Vigraha? Good. So grihani cha margaha cha udyanani cha griha margodyanani. Okay. Karan, which linga it is? Griha margod. Can you give the identification? Correct. So prathama vibhakti bahuvachanam. All right. Anything? Okay. Any question? Huh. What is the answer to his question? Huh? Alankritani is a what is called is a karmani taha is a karmani prayoga. In a way, it is karmani. Therefore, it is alankritani. Nishtha karmani alankritani. Okay. So finally, meaning is on the arrival of heroes, houses, paths, and gardens were decorated by the leaves, flowers, and garlands. All right. Next. Over, no? This okay. Now my job next. Huh. Huh. Huh? Sampatcha, vipatcha. Vipadhasam. Because it is dirga. That's yeah. Correct. I will try to find out. But of course, they say this is anitya. This vidhi is anitya vidhi. So anitya vidhi means there can be some exception. Somewhere I read this is anitya vidhi. I think Panini himself has broken this rule somewhere. Somewhere I read this that Panini. Therefore, Panini, by breaking the rule, he has suggested that this rule is anitya. Okay. Now we are entering after a long time. 5 classes we did for one lesson. So now we'll enter into the 21st lesson. Tat Purusha Samasa. Uttara Padartha Pradhanaha Tat Purushaha. This we have already studied. Uttara Padartha Pradhana means the samasa where the later word, the second word is predominant. And that samasa is called Tatpurusha Samasa. So Tatpurusha Samasa is the one where the later word is predominant. That is the idea. Predominant in the sense, with that alone the Anvaya will be there of Kriyapada. Kriyapada and other Visheshanas also. The Tatpurusha Samasa combines together 2 words, the first of which qualifies or specifies the second. Like what? Veera Purushaha. So the first one is qualifying the second one. Nilam Utpalam, Nilotpalam. So first word qualifies the second. That is Tatpurusha. The gender of the Samasa is determined by its last member. So here Utpalam is the neuter, therefore the entire Samasa will be neuter. Is it clear? First paragraph. Tatpurusha Samasa, what is the English word? Determinative. What is Bahuri? Attributive. Or adjective or attributive. And Dvandva? Copulative. Okay. And Avyay Bhava? Adverb. All right. All right. Just if you don't remember English, is not a big thing. It's okay. There are various ways in which a word can specify or qualify another. So here it was said in the first paragraph that in Tatpurusha the first member will be qualifying member, the second will be qualified. Now this qualifying qualified relationship can be there in various ways. Accordingly, there are also various types of Tatpurusha. So there are various types of Tatpurusha. Mainly they talk about 4 types of Tatpurusha. But if we include the subtypes, it will become 8 Tatpurusha. Totally 8 varieties are there. Okay. What are they? The first one. First one is called, I will write Sanskrit words, Vibhakti Tatpurusha. And that Vibhakti Tatpurusha he talks about. He calls it case Tatpurusha. He just English. Vibhakti is case. So case Tatpurusha. Tapu. Kapu. Tatpurusha means tapu. So tapu. In Tamil, tapu means wrong. Hai na? So he is not wrong, is right. A, a verbal form is specified by a noun in an oblique case. This oblique case is an English grammar word. So he specifies. What is oblique case? In any case except the nominative and vocative. So second to seventh, they are called oblique case. So a verbal form means kridanta, gata, rakshita, all of them is specified by a noun in an oblique case. The resulting compound is called the case Tatpurusha. Okay, I will explain so that it will make sense. Verbal form means kridanta, like trata is a verbal form. Specified by a noun, harina. So now they will form, this is harina. A verbal form is specified by a noun in an oblique case. Harina is a tritiya vibhakti. Tritiya vibhakti is oblique case or not? Why? Not prathama. Therefore it is oblique case. Okay. So harina trataha. So a verbal form is specified by the oblique case, then the resulting compound will be haritrata. This will be called what? Vibhakti Tatpurusha. Is it clear? Vibhakti Tatpurusha means a kridanta will be specified by any word ending in the case other than first. Prathama, Sambodhana Prathama or Kartari Prathama. So haritrata is vibhakti. Okay. First point is clear. Second, an adjective qualifies a noun. The resulting compound is called karmadharaya. This we have studied. Karmadharaya. Kada tapu. Okay. Karmadharaya tatpurush. Abbreviations are good. Kada tapu. So here like Neelam Utpalam. That's what he says here. An adjective qualifies a noun. Neelam is an adjective, qualifies a noun, Utpalam. And the resulting compound is called Karmadharaya. What is the compound? Neelotpalam. This we have already studied just to make the syllabus complete here. Is it clear? Neelotpalam we have done. When the adjective is numeral, the resulting compound is called Dvigu. Third is Dvigu. Dvigu. That is numeral Tatpurusha. And what is this speciality? Adjective is numeral, like Really it is pancha patrani, it is not. I am just putting panchanam patranam samahara. Okay, really speaking is that. That is will be called pancha patram. So this is called Dvigu Samasa. Dvigu is the one where the first member will be a number, numeral. So Dvigu means Sankhya Purvo Dviguhu. We have studied this. Sankhya Purvo Dviguhu. Okay. Then these are the three. The fourth one is in some book they only put fourth category, and in that there will be subcategories. I think this is in this book, the Samasa book, they have given only four. I think just wanted to know whether Samanyah, they call it Samanyah, Vibhakti they call Samanyah, Karmadharaya, Dvigu and Nai Prabhrutayah. Fourth. Prabhrutaya means etc. Nanj etc. Nanj etc. are that is the fourth category. Under that there are five samasas. One is Nanj Tatpurusha. That we know. Adharma, Asura, these are Nanj Tatpurusha. We have studied this. An English translation will be negative. It will be called negative Tatpurusha. Second is Kusamasa. Kusamasa means the samasa beginning with ku, kutsita. So that is Kusamasa it is called. So samasa beginning with the particle ku is called Kusamasa. Ku has got the meaning of bad, inferior, ku jalam, etc. We will be studying that. This is only this, they are giving outline. All this will be taught. Third will be Gati Samasa. Gati Tatpurusha. Or only it is called Gati only. Gati Samasa is the Samasa where the first member will be the words having Gati Sanya. Panini has given the Sanya to Gati. So Upasarga, Kriya Yoge, they are given Gati Sanya. And some more also will be given. So Gati is a technical word used by Panini for certain types of pratyas, certain words. So that samasa which is having Gati as its first member is called Gati Samasa. So we don't translate it Gati. Gati literally means motion. So we don't say motion Tatpurusha Samasa. It's not a motion one. Gati is just Sanya given. Like Ghi Sanya, Pada Sanya, Guna Sanya, Vriddhi Sanya. So Vriddhi we don't translate as expansion Sandhi. We don't say. Guna means quality Sandhi. We don't translate. Don't translate that. Okay. So Gati Tatpurusha, don't say motion Tatpurusha. It has nothing. It is a Sanya. It is a Paribhashika Shabda. Then Pradi Tatpurusha. So prapara etc. they will be forming the upasargas. They will be forming the samasa. So that's called pradi. So they are called prepositional. In fact, both of them are called prepositional Tatpurusha. Fifth one is called Upapada Samasa. I think in the level 2 it is taught Upapada Samasa. Taught, no? Upapada Samasa. So Upapada is a particular type of pada. Upapada also is a technical word. Tatra saptamistham upapadam. I think that sutra is taught, no? Tatropapadam saptamistham, no? Yeah. Tatropapadam saptamistham upapadam ating. These words, these sutras will be governing this samasa. All right. So now totally main division is 4. What are 4? Without seeing. Prabhutaya. So totally how many? And if we count subtotal, if we count subtotal also as the members. 8. So totally 8 varieties of Tatpurusha we are going to study. That's what is said here. Indeclinables and prepositions specify verbal forms and nouns. The resulting compounds are called Gati Samasa, Pradi Samasa, Nanj Tatpurusha. Clear? So Nanj Tatpurusha also is, Nanj is indeclinable. So therefore he had said indeclinables and preposition. Preposition means what? Pra, para, ati. You have studied these prepositions, no? Upasargaha, Kriya Yoga. So they are also specify verbal forms. Verbal forms means Krudanta. And nouns, other nouns which are not having one Krudanta Sagnad, Taddita, etc. So they are specified by the indeclinables and prepositions. The resulting compounds are Gati, Pradi and Nanj. Okay. Now he talks about the Upapada Samasa. Some Krit Pratyayas are added to verbal roots on the condition that some other words are some other words to be attached to them. The resulting compound are called Upapada Samasa. This is a little complicated description. What it says, let us try to understand. He says, some Krut Pratyayas, like let us say an Pratyaya, is one Krut Pratyaya also. An, Nini, Krut Pratyayas, okay, are added to verbal roots. Say here, Krudatu. Verbal roots. When? On the condition that some other words are attached to that. An Pratyaya is a Krut Pratyaya, will be added to the root Kru only when Kru is preceded by some words. Like Kumbha. Okay? So Kumbha, see An Pratyaya, not Kumbha. An Pratyaya will be, which is a Krut Pratyaya, will be added to the root only when the root is preceded by some words, particular words, which will have Upapada Sagna and will be attached to them. The resulting compounds are called, that finally it will be Kumbhakaraha. This Kumbhakara is a Upapada Samasa. All right. So here this Upapada, this Kumbha will be Upapada, Kumbha, and this An Pratyaya it will take only when Kru Dhatu is preceded by Kumbha. So this An Pratyaya is a Krut Pratyaya which will be taken by the root only when some Upapada is there. And what is Upapada? That is described in the Panini Sutra. Tatropapadam saptamistham. So whatever word is in the Saptami Vibhakti in Panini Sutra, not here, not in our usage, in Panini, Like there is a sutra, Karmani An. So when karma is there as upapada, then an pratyaya will be added. So karmani is a saptami vibhakti. Therefore karma, the object will have upapada sajna. So karmani an, supya jato ninistachilye. Have you studied supya jato ninistachilye? Ha. So supi, supya jato nini. So nini pratyaya will be added when sup is there. Supi is seventh case. So upapada is the sangha given to a word which is in the seventh case in Panini Sutra. Not here. Vane, just because Vane is there, it doesn't become Uptami. Is Saptami. Vane Janaha Vasanti. So Vane, one doesn't get Upapada Sagda. In Panini Sutra, in particular Adhikara, not everywhere. So then it will be having Upapada Sangha. When Upapada Sangha, Sangnaka Shabda are preceding this root, then only it will take this pratyaya. Alright. Then the resulting samasa will be called Upapada Samasa. When we do it, it will be more clear. Okay. We need not bother now. Okay. Now the next, some modifications take place at the end of some Tatpurusha. This is called Samasanta topic. The 187 is dealing with the Samasanta. Samasanta pratyaya means the pratyaya which is added at the end of the samasa. So here 187 is dealing with Samasanta pratyaya. In fact, he has captured these Panini Sutras, 3-4 Panini Sutras, while giving this rule, Samasanta pratyaya. He doesn't go into that Panini style. He simply gives the final result, like fast food, So nothing, you don't have to cook anything. Just put it in the boiled water, it will be ready. Like that he gives. But behind that there is a cooking. That cooking part is the Panini Sutra. Okay. So what is the modification? Anguli becomes Angula when preceded by a numeral or an indeclinable. Anguli. Anguli means finger. When it is preceded by a numeral, pancha, suppose, then or indeclinable, nir, etc., then anguli will become angula. And therefore one example is given, nir plus anguli is nirangulaha. So nirgatam nirgataha angulibhyaha is called nirangulaha. Nirangulaha means what? Suppose I am wearing a ring and ring has come out of my finger. That the ring will be called what? Nirangulaha. Is it clear? Nir is come out. Nirgataha angulibhyaha. This is not Bauri. Bauri also is possible, but here it is a Tatpurusha. Nirgataha angulibhyaha. So it is a special Tatpurusha Samasa. So there that Rajadantadivat Vyatye also will happen. So Nirangulaha. Okay. Nirgataha angulibhyaha. Nirangulihi. Nirangulaha. So in this case, what is the rule here is, here E is there, it will change to A. This is the rule he is telling. E will change to A. Anguli will change to Angulaha. So similarly, Panchangulaha it will become. Panchangula. And go, this is, okay, let me tell you the sutra. The sutra is 5486. Tatpurushasya angulehe sankhya vyayadehe. Did you get this sutra? 5486. That sutra is applied here. And then next word is go becomes gava. Did you get this sutra? Is there? 5486. Avyayadehe. So you can just mark so that you know that this sutra is covered, syllabus covered. So you will feel now how many sutras you have studied, at least seen this, or you can add one. That's all. All right. It has got this idea. Okay, Tatpurusha, then Angulehe, the samasa pratyaya, I think touch pratyaya, I think. Ach pratyaya, what is the vrutti of this? Is ach pratyaya, na? Ach pratyaya, adhikara, ach pratyaya, adhikara. Okay. Next, go becomes gavaha, like parama gavaha. Paramaha gauhu. Then it become parama, go is the pratipadika, and it will become parama gavaha. So this is based on the sutra Gora Taddita Aluk, Gora Taddita Aluk 5492. Did you get it? 5492. Okay. So what does this sutra says? That O, Pratipadika is O changes to Avaha. Paramagavaha. So actually A pratyaya is added. Therefore it becomes Gavaha. So Samasanta A pratyaya is added. That is said here. But he doesn't say all this Samasanta A is added. He simply said go becomes Gavaha. That much. Ready-made he gives. Fast food he gives. Okay. Next one. Ratri becomes Ratra. And we need not bother too much because for us it is not so important. When this word comes very rarely. When it comes, we will just remember that, okay, go has become Gavaha. In fact, we don't have to do it. It's already done. Only we have to know that it is from go. That's all. Therefore, we are not going into sutras and all this because it is not so important here. Just to understand the rule. Ratri becomes Ratra if preceded by Ahan. If Ratri word is preceded by Ahan, Ahan means day, then it will become Ahoratra. Ahan Ratri will become Ahoratram. Ahoratraha. Okay. Then Sarva will become Sarvaratraha. So main change is what? Ratri becomes Ratra. That much only is the rule. Alright. That is 5487. Ahas sarveika desha sankhyaata punyacha ratrehe. Okay. Then Sarva becomes Sarvaratra. Sarva is there preceding Sarvaratra. Okay. So word denoting a part of the night, or a numeral or an indeclinable, all these are preceding, then Ratri becomes Ratraha. Third, Rajan, Ahan and Sakhi become Raja, Aha and Sakha at the end of Tatpurusha. Parama Raja. What is the Pratipadika of Raja? Rajan. So Rajan. In Samasa we have to use Pratipadika only. So now this rule says Rajan will become Raja. So Parama Raja it will be. This is the rule. And this is based on the Sutra 5491. Raja has Sakhibhyashtach. So Raja has Sakhibhyashtach. So that is 5491. There, 5491 Sai Krishna. What is the sutra? That sutra. Okay. Then aha will become aha, aha and sakha. So ahan will become aha, sakhi will become sakha. Therefore we will have parama sakha. Okay. Next one, fourth. Ahan becomes aha. Aha becomes anna. Aha becomes anna if preceded by a numeral, an indeclinable, sarva, or a word denoting a part of the day. So, this is one extra special treatment for Ahan Shabda. This is based on the sutra Annonna Etebhyaha. Annonna Etebhyaha, I don't know, it's sutra, 88? Okay, 88, okay. So, that sutra says Ahan will become Anna, like Purva. Purvam ahaha will become aha is a pratipadika is ahan, and now this ahan will become anna. Therefore, finally it will be purvanna. Okay. So, with this, the rules regarding the samasanta pratyas are briefly presented. These are not the only, there are many, but these are the main ones he has presented. Now, from the next page, he is starting the Tatpurusha, case Tatpurusha, means Vibhakti Tatpurusha. The first one is Dvitiya Tatpurusha, which we have studied already. A noun in the accusative can form a compound with the following participles. A word which is there in the second case can form a compound with the following participle: Shrita, Atita, Patita, Gata, Atyasta, Prapta. All these particles are used in an active sense, Kartariktaha. For example, let us take the first one, Shrita. Okay, let me explain what is this sutra. And this is based on the sutra which we have studied. Dvitiya Shritati Dvitiya Shritatita Patita Gatyasta Prapta Pannehi 2:124. So this rule and the sutra says a word in second case plus Shrita, etc. Not any Krudanta, only these listed ones. Shrita, Atita, Patita, Gata, Atyasta, Prapta and Apanna. How many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So, a word in second case, that can be any. But one of these 7 words should be the second member. Then this can form Dvitiya Tatpurusha. Like what? Shri Krishnam Shritaha. What will be the samasa? So see here, Shri Krishnam is a Dvitiya Vibhakti, a word in Dvitiya Vibhakti. Shrita is a listed ones. Is one of the 7, Shrita. So, Shri Krishna Shritaha. So, samasa will be Shri Krishna Shrita. What will be the meaning of this? Dependent on Krishna, surrendered to Krishna. Shri Krishna Shrita. Like that, the Atita, like we say, Gunam Atita will be Gunatita. Patita, Kupam Patita, Kupa Patita. Gata, Gramam Gataha, Grama Gataha. Atyasta, Atyasta means gone beyond. So Atyasta means the gone beyond, like Tarangatyastaha, that which has gone beyond the waves. He has gone to that type of water surface where waves are not there. So it's called tarangatyastaha, gone beyond the waves. Prapta, sukham praptaha will be sukha praptaha. And apanna, also similar idea, one who has gone into a particular situation. Apanna. Yesterday we apanna came in the Panchadashi. Sataha viyada, na sataha viyad, viyatvam apannam. Sataha viyat. So apanna means praptam. So we can say viyatvapannaha. Viyatvapanna means what? Huh? So Vyatvapanna means what? Vyatvapanna will be the word for what? So Vyatvapannam. So Vigraha will be what? Vyatvam plus Apannam. Apannam is attained, gone into that stage. Apannam praptam. Is it clear? Apannam. So something has attained particular stage is called Apannam. All right. And the second is the accusative. And what he said here, that all this word, Shrita, Patita, etc., even though all of them are Nishtha Pratyaya, but they will be Kartariktaha, not Karmaniktaha. That's what is specified. So all are referring to Kartari only. The accusative of a duration can form a compound with the participle and nouns. Varsham Yagnaha. Okay. So when duration, Varsham Yagnaha, a ritual which is lasting for 1 year. So the duration will be in the second case. And so a duration which is in the second case will form a samasa with the noun, Yagnaha. So it will be called Varsha Yagnaha. Or Kshana Sukham. Kshana Sukham, what will be the Vigraha? Okay. Kshana Sukham, what is the Vigraha? Kshana Sukham. Kshanam Sukham. What is the meaning of Kshanam Sukham? Happiness which is lasting for a moment. So duration will come in the second case and whatever noun will the first case. And they will, here main point is this, these two will form Vitya Tatpurusha. So a word denoting the duration and which is there in the second case will form samasa with the noun. Kshanam is the duration. Second case will form samasa with the noun. This samasa will be called which samasa, Keko? Ditya Tatpurusha. Clear? Okay. More we'll see in the next class. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Evavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.